Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about hand position on the saxophone, where to place your hands, as well as how to structure your mouth position onto the mouthpiece. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more information regarding saxophone and music, and ring that notification bell to be alerted when new videos are released. In our last video, we talked about assembling the saxophone. Today, we're going to talk about where to place the hands. So left hand is going to go on top, right hand will go on the bottom of the saxophone. And let's start with the main fingers. These will be our three main fingers on each hand that we'll be using, as well as the thumb. We'll use all the fingers, but I'm going to show you where these particular fingers will go first, and then we'll layer everything else after that. As you can see, the keys of the saxophone, this is where the left hand generally will go. We have a key at the very top. We're going to skip that key. The index finger will go right below the very first key. Then we have a small key. Second finger will go right below that. And finally, the ring finger will go on the third key down. 1, 2, 3. On the back of the saxophone, you'll place your thumb on the thumb rest, and your thumb will move and press the octave key by a rolling motion. We'll talk more about that later on. So those are the main fingers and thumb. The pinky finger will control these keys here. But for now, let the pinky finger hover above those keys. When you're holding the saxophone, hold the saxophone almost like you're holding a cup or a glass. You want to arch your fingers because you have on both hands keys. So on the left hand, you have keys here, palm keys. We'll get to those later on, but for now, you want your fingers to arch over that. 1, 2, 3, and the thumb on the thumb rest. For the right hand, same thing. 1, 2, 3, a lot easier. The right hand, just going to go 1, 2, 3, all down in a row for the right hand main fingerings. The thumb should go below the thumb hook, and the fingers will go all down in a row. 1, 2, 3 for the right hand keys. The right pinky will control these two keys here at the bottom, but for now, let the right finger hover above those keys. Same thing with the left hand. Pretend like you're holding a glass and arch your fingers so they go over the keys. You have side keys here we don't want to hit, so arch your fingers to reach over. The next step is the neck strap, the height of the neck strap. And we want to position it so the tip of the mouthpiece hits your upper lip. So for now, this is too low for me. You don't want to adjust yourself to the neck strap because then they'll be uncomfortable, and you also don't want to hold up the saxophone. That will also be uncomfortable. Best thing to do is raise up the neck strap with the device on the strap, slide it up or down, toggle that to get the right height. And you want the tip of the mouthpiece to hit the upper lip. Still a little bit high. Just like that. The reason is you want your top teeth to rest on top of the mouthpiece. And we'll talk more about the embouchure in just a bit, but just make sure when you're adjusting your neck strap, the tip of the mouthpiece is touching your top lip. To structure the embouchure, let's make sure again, we're going to start with the top teeth resting on top of the mouthpiece about 1/3 of the way on the mouthpiece. If you look from the tip of the mouthpiece to the furthest point back, you'll almost want it halfway across. If the teeth is too close to the tip of the mouthpiece, you'll pinch off the reed. If you take in too much mouthpiece, the reed will vibrate uncontrollably in your mouth, and you'll get distortion with both positions. So you want it to be somewhere in the middle where it can stabilize the reed. Place 1/3 of the mouthpiece into the mouth, and top teeth should be touching the top of the mouthpiece. The top lip will act like a curtain to prevent air from leaking above the mouthpiece. And then the next step is to work on the lower lip and the overall formation of the embouchure. Formation of the embouchure, you want to make sure that the corners of the mouth are going inward as if you're saying the syllable ooh. or similar to drinking from a straw. Remember not to roll in the lower lip. Step 1, teeth on top, top lip down, and then the final step, corners in, as if you're saying the syllable ooh. And that's how you position the mouth on the mouthpiece. One other recommendation is to make sure as you're pronouncing notes and you're playing a new note, not to just blow into the instrument. The proper technique would be to use the syllable ta. So say the syllable ta, the tip of your tongue should hit the roof of your mouth and the tongue should drop. So say the syllable ta, that's the same articulation motion that we'll need to use to pronounce notes on the saxophone. So anytime you play a new note, for now, you want to use the ta articulation, which will give the note a solid response and with little to no squeaks, if done properly. And those are the first tips to holding the instrument, placing the mouth on the mouthpiece, and to articulate the first notes. Make sure that you're not blowing really hard. Make sure you use just a comfortable amount of air, almost like as if you're blowing a candle out. If you blow too hard, you'll get distortion. If you don't blow hard enough, a note will not come out. Make sure that you use the ta syllable to pronounce the notes and to avoid distortion. If you have any questions regarding this video, feel free to leave a comment down below. I hope this information has helped you with the first few steps in terms of holding the instrument, placing your mouth on the mouthpiece, and how to make your first few sounds. Stay tuned for more videos. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for future videos. Until next time, take care.